Hey, good morning, YouTube. What's happening? Todd, aka Round Saturn 31, coming back at you today. Wanted to give you a little bit of information on faceted gemstones. Don't know if you guys are into these or not, but if you are, you'll probably want to listen up. I had a incident where I saw somebody posting online about buying gemstones cheaply on eBay and other places, mostly all coming out of India. And it was too good to be true, or is it too good to be true, is what they were asking. They were not a person that has test equipment, certainly not a gemologist or anything like that, just a consumer asking basically, hey, I got this from India, is it possibly real? That kind of a thing. So I thought I'd do my own investigating, and I went and I purchased over the last 2 months 66 gemstones off of eBay, all coming from India. Some of the sellers I bought 15, 16 items from. Some of the sellers I only bought one. So I wanted to kind of give you my findings so that you could see kind of what's up, what's out there, what's going on, because it is very interesting. So out of the 66 gemstones that I purchased, all were advertised as either lab created or natural gemstones. Five were real gemstones. Oddly enough, none of them actually were the stones that the seller stated they were. So if it was stated as a ruby, it ended up being a piece of spinel or something like that. But it was actually a true stone. And those five did have tremendous value compared to what I paid. And all this stuff I paid extremely little for. Retail a stone like this, which is a little blue topaz, 3.5 carats. You know, retail if you go to a gemology show or something, around $40. Get it from a wholesaler for 20-25 bucks. Any dealer would put a value of between $30 and $50 on that piece. So when you're paying $3, $5, $8, pretty good deal if it's real. So I own some test equipment. I'm not a gemologist. I'm studying and taking classes right now, but I do have test equipment. And so those five stones, tremendous value. Five stones, probably $30 to $50 a piece, easy. And I paid, well, I don't know, 20 bucks for all five or something with shipping. It's just insane. The other 61 stones, one was a piece of quartz that they had used green ink and a vacuum pressure machine to infuse the stone in the cracks and stuff green to make it look like an emerald with inclusions, with a lot of inclusions. And it looked cool and all, but it was actually a piece of quartz. So it was real in one sense. In the other sense, it was not what it stated and pretty much worthless, unless you're into dyed quartz. The remaining 60 all were glass. So this is just a bag from one seller. Sold me this entire bag individually, basically, or two or three stones at a time. And they all tested as glass. So those are the numbers. 66 stones purchased off eBay. 5 real, 1 real but used to fake something else and very poorly and makes it basically worthless. And 60 pieces of glass. Now, if you're into glass imitation gemstones, on some of them, the auctions ended for literally pennies, and they sent it over here. It just, how they can do it, I have no idea. But really good quality. They look great if you need something. But, if you get online, you can get stuff of a little bit lesser quality in bulk for next to nothing. They just have no value. Certainly not to someone like me or anybody making jewelry, as decorations maybe. But the real stones, like I say, 5 out of 66 usable. So those are my numbers. That's truly what I've done. Obviously, the people that sold me the real ones, I questioned as to why they were different stones. But, there was like one guy had sold me 20 stones one of them real, 19 fakes. So I can't explain that. Another person sold me one stone, it was real. One stone, it was real. Another guy sold me two stones, both real. But again, when I say real, true gemstones, but not what was claimed to be. A couple were actually better than what they claimed they were. A couple were of, I would say, lesser value. But anyway, those are my findings. It's crazy. It's really wild to deal with. I should have saved one. I don't have one sitting here to show you guys, but they come in a business type, a U.S. business long envelope, and they'll put one or two stones in, wrap it in bubble wrap, and then tape the entire outside of the envelope with packing tape so it's impervious to rips and tears. And they send it over here. I don't know how the post office works in India. If you do, I'd love for you to comment and explain it to the rest of us, because I don't know how something can go from India to the United States obviously so cheaply. Nobody would send something valued at $3 and pay what we pay for return shipping, which, I took it and showed it to our U.S. Post Office because a couple of the sellers that I went after wanted the stones back, even though they know they're fake. Our price here to get them back to India, just outrageous. Like two or three little stones like this would cost about $18 US, because you have to make customs declaration. It can't be put in an envelope and considered a letter. They consider it a package. And that's with no tracking, no insurance. If you want tracking and insurance, it goes up to like $36, or depending on how heavy, like a whole bag like this that the guy sold me, sending them back at one time would be like $72 with the tracking and insurance. So it's just, I don't know how the Indian people do it. I don't know if their government subsidizes them for sending stuff out, but our rates going the other way are just insane. So it looks like I'm going to be inheriting a large collection of imitation glass gemstones shortly here, because I'm sure nobody's going to pay the money to have them sent back. And obviously, like I said, it's just a learning experience. As they say, if something is too good to be true, it usually is. And that's the case here. Although, I have 5 nice stones worth some value, but a lot of hassle to get there. Anyway, if you got any questions, comments, hit me up. I'll let you know what I know. But that's truly testing the waters. So I've done the work and put up with the bullshit for you guys, so to speak. And, getting the money back, not really a big problem if you have patience. They don't have any leg to stand on. Some of them issued the money back right away, told me to just keep the fake stones. A few of them got, for lack of a better term, real ballsy with me. And, they start throwing out stuff like, well, I said in my thing it was a lab-created stone. So then you have to explain to them that a lab-created gemstone and a piece of glass, two different things. Not the same. And, it's a lot of patience to go back after them and get your money back. And, it probably wouldn't be worth it if you just bought a few stones, trying to score something. But in my case, 66 stones, I'm keeping 5 of them. The other 61, total of about $140. So, I'll go after it to get my money back. And so far, it hasn't been a problem, just a little bit of a journey. Anyway, that's what's going on. If you want to buy some stones very inexpensively from India, I would say, based on my numbers, you'll probably be disappointed unless you want to take the full journey and, kind of treasure hunt. I'm going to see listings coming from other countries and give that a spin, probably with less numbers, and I'll report that in another video. Alright guys, happy hunting. There is good stuff out there, but a little hard to find at those prices especially. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.